Now, I watched and played Dispatch, and there isn't really much new that I can say about this game, like, now, because I'm pretty sure everybody said everything under the sun about it. And what I'm going to say isn't going to be exactly revolutionary. I can go on and on about what I love about it. I love the narrative, I love the plot, I love Aaron Paul's voice acting, I love the villain Shroud and how compelling he is as a villain. The fact that he can predict things before they even happen is terrifying. But I'm here to talk about something that has probably been talked about a bunch, but Invisigal. Invisigal seems like one of those characters that I would have loved if I was 12 to 14 years old, because she's edgy and she acts like a fucking teenager even though she's 27 years old. And she's kind of a walking HR violation. Technically, the whole video game is, with you being able to match up with both Blazer or Invisigal, which in a workplace environment, most of this shit shouldn't have been happening. So I guess I can't really say much about it. But Invisigal in particular, the fact that she didn't even switch sides, spoilers, the fact that she didn't even switch sides until the very end just to make sure that Robert returned her crush on him. And maybe I'm just misreading it or whatever, but I feel like in the game really, really wants you to get with Invisigal. That's the thing. And I don't really want to do that. I don't want to do that because she seems like if I met her in real life, I would probably want to crawl into my own face. And for that to be a love interest is a little insane, because no fucking way. I mean, I cannot talk to you about how incredibly inappropriate the scene is where she's telling him that, like, she had a dream about them fucking. And I hate to do this, but imagine if it was the other gender. Imagine if it was the other way around. How fucking creepy this would be. And it would be extremely creepy. And it still is extremely creepy. I could see maybe some leeway with Blonde Blazer because she seems to be herself to a degree. Like after breaking up with Phenomenon Man. After she breaks up with Phenomenon, I hope that's how you say his name, she seems to be a pretty well-rounded person. She's just Mandy. She doesn't even really need her like superpowers, as she does end up helping save Chase's life at the end, which was very sweet of her. And I don't know. I never thought I'd be in a position where the edgy girl who is emo and has a tiny waist is the one that I'm not rooting for. But yet here I am. The game's good. I like that Moist Critical's in it. I think it's a little divisive to have Coop and Moist Critical be the ones on the chopping block, because I know a lot of people chose Moist Critical because it's Moist Critical. And it takes away from the story quite a bit, I think. And it doesn't really change much except for the character models and maybe some of the dialogue options. But even still, I know a lot of people chose Moist Critical because it's fucking Moist Critical, obviously. I mean, even I did. And it felt, like I said, it felt divisive. It felt like you couldn't, obviously you're going to choose this guy. You know this guy. Even the game developers, I'm pretty sure, likes this guy enough to put, because I did notice in his description that he had a little bit more of a description going on, and you can kind of tell that the devs are fans of him, as well as Jacksepticeye. But that's like the same thing as putting Jacksepticeye and Coop on the chopping block, because like obviously people are going to pick Jacksepticeye. I don't know, it just seemed like a very, I didn't feel like I had much of a choice in that matter, and that Coop was just destined to be the antagonist. Because Moist Critical as an antagonist, I can't imagine it because I didn't click it. I can't imagine it because I haven't seen anybody else click it from the playthroughs that I've watched. And I don't know. I don't like that aspect about the story because when you start to add celebrities or niche YouTube celebrities, especially YouTube celebrities, because you get rid of a kind of agency to make that choice, because obviously you're going to choose the one that you favor the most. And if you like that decision, to each his own. Like that's your business. And I'm glad that you enjoyed that decision. But for me, it just made the story seem more, I don't think tightly knit is the right word, but a little claustrophobic, because it seemed like it kind of seemed like the age-old telltale thing, to where my choices don't really matter that much. Even when you tell Flambe what your secret identity is, you could not tell him that and nothing changes, or you can tell him that and nothing changes except for the fact that he attacks you initially. And I don't know. I love Dispatch. I really, really do. I got it for a Christmas present. And I have been enjoying it thoroughly as I play it, but I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the flaws that I noticed while playing it and when I was watching playthroughs of it. But yeah, that's, I guess, just my review on Dispatch. I guess I would give it a 7 out of 10. That's a passing grade. That's a passing grade. Because it's good. It is good, and I would recommend you to watch it, absolutely. But there are flaws. I mean, everything has flaws. But in this video game, there are some noticeable flaws that are a little hard to ignore. But yeah,